Spend enough time around a true Sigma male, and you'll notice the air changes when he walks in, and again when he decides he's done. He isn't loud, yet people track his movements more than anyone else in the room. Half admire him, half resent him, and most can't explain why. The tension isn't about money or looks. It's about lifestyle. A Sigma male runs on rules that cut straight across the social grain, and those cuts leave splinters in anyone clinging to the usual playbook. In this video, I'll be discussing 8 big reasons why people hate Sigma males. Number 1. They speak the unfiltered truth. Most conversations float on soft padding, half-truths, polite hedges, and gentle lies meant to spare feelings. A Sigma male sees padding as fog that blurs problems and delays solutions. When he talks, he slices straight to the point. What worked, what failed, why it matters. That blunt edge can land like a punch to anyone hiding behind niceties. They brand him rude, negative, or arrogant, yet the anger really stems from sudden exposure. His direct words yank comfortable illusions into the light. Facing those facts means facing their own mistake or weakness, so they redirect the sting toward him. The harder the truth cuts, the deeper the resentment grows. Number 2. They reject constant validation. A Sigma male cut the approval cord early. He knows that the moment a man starts chasing applause, he hands the steering wheel to the crowd. Every like, compliment, or nod of praise becomes another thread pulling him toward what other people expect. Dress this way, talk that way, dream inside this box. Over time, those threads turn into ropes, and the man who was once free ends up hauling a cart of borrowed goals he never chose. The Sigma refuses that trade. He sets his own standards, measures progress against yesterday's numbers, and keeps the results mostly to himself. When he shares a win, it's because the information serves a mission, not because he needs cheers to feel real. This self-reference unsettles people who rely on constant feedback to stay motivated. They can't imagine moving without the energy drink of approval, so they label him aloof or arrogant. Deep down, his independence forces them to see the cost of their habit. A life guided by other people's claps is a life rented, not owned. The Sigma's quiet progress points to a harder truth. Freedom starts the moment you can look at your work, nod once, and keep moving, whether the crowd notices or not. Number 3. They resist all forms of control. Social maneuvering runs on invisible levers: guilt, flattery, status promises, group pressure. The Sigma keeps those levers from latching by living lean. Fewer public needs, fewer emotional debts, fewer fragile ties. Praise him, and he nods, but he won't bend. Shame him, and he shrugs, seeing only your motive. Offer prestige, and he checks it against his own goals before deciding. People who rely on these tricks feel powerless, and powerlessness often curdles into dislike. Watching their usual tools fail forces them to see how much of their influence depends on others needing what they dangle. Number 4. They walk away without warning. Gatherings have an unspoken script. Arrive, mingle, pause, exit with polite farewells. A Sigma treats events like missions. Once he gains the knowledge, connection, or simple enjoyment he came for, he steps out. No extended goodbye tour. That clean departure unsettles those who believe lingering equals respect. They replay moments, searching for an offense that never happened. In truth, he treats every spare minute like prime real estate. If it's not earning him something tangible, he won't lease it out for small talk. The visible gap between his priorities and their expectations sparks irritation, especially when they realize he values progress over performing social pleasantries. Number 5. They cut small talk at the root. Weather chat, celebrity gossip, and endless loops of repeating what you've been up to are social glue for most groups. To the Sigma, that glue is sticky waste. He steers conversation toward useful ground, ideas worth testing, problems worth solving, or he disengages. People who lean on small talk to feel included suddenly face either depth or silence. Depth can feel like work. silence can feel like rejection. Rather than stretch into substance, many label him stiff or unfriendly. Deep down, they know the empty chatter wastes life minutes they'll never get back, and that realization is easier to resent than to fix. Number 6. They ignore trend chasing. New fads pop up every season. Styles everyone wears, apps everyone downloads, slang everyone repeats. A Sigma runs each one through a simple test. Does this bring lasting value, or is it just noise? If it's noise, he steps aside and saves his time, energy, and cash for steady improvements that actually matter, like sharpening problem-solving techniques or building greater physical endurance. Meanwhile, friends who jumped on the must-have trend feel a rush of belonging, but soon ditch the novelty when the next wave hits. The Sigma's refusal to play along reminds them how much attention they waste on flavor-of-the-month distractions, and that quiet comparison usually stings more than they'll admit. Number 7. They level up in silence. Plenty of people broadcast every grind session, posting progress photos, tweeting late-night hustle updates, talking about goals long before they're real. A Sigma closes the door and gets to work unseen. He refines skills, strengthens his body, and maps out strategies with no audience. Weeks or months later, he unveils a finished project, a sharper physique, or a promotion already secured. Because outsiders never saw the climb, they chalk the result up to luck or shortcuts. Luck is easier to swallow than admitting they scrolled away hours he spent in deliberate practice. Unable to explain the gap, they aim their frustration at him, calling his methods secretive or unfair, when in truth he simply traded spotlight for steady progress. Number 8. They outgrow circles quickly. Friendships often rest on shared habits and mutual comfort. The Sigma treats habits as launch pads. Once a routine stops teaching, he replaces it. That constant upgrade shifts his baseline upward while others hover in place. One season he's a peer, the next he's exploring territory they never noticed. Old companions feel left behind and label the distance disloyal. The real pain comes from the proof that change was possible all along, and they chose the couch. Envy slips into blame because blame saves them from the harder job of catching up. People hate Sigma males because he proves a quieter route exists, one that bypasses applause, shrugs off control, and exchanges easy belonging for self-defined progress. His presence is a living reminder that many limits are voluntary, that comfort often wears the mask of necessity. Confronted with that mirror, some will choose to reflect and grow. Others will shatter the glass and curse the man holding it. Hatred, then, is less about the Sigma's actions and more about the truths those actions reveal in everyone else. Do you agree with the points I discussed in this video? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. For more deep dives into the Sigma male mindset, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. If you're ready to continue your journey toward achieving greatness, hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. Flick here to see 8 habits Sigma males have that fake people will never understand.